In his recently published manifesto, head of the executive branch of the TCI government, His Excellency Governor Gordon Wetherill outlined the country's current predicament, including impeding issues with the state of health care, education, immigration, and financial recovery for the islands. Wetherill and his team of specialists, also known as the Advisory Council and the Consultative Forum, have presented a number of proposals to the TCI public on how his government will mend the problems. In his outline of the country's current financial predicament, Wetherill and his executive officer, Martin Stanley, revealed that the country's finances are in dire straits. CE Martin Stanley said recently that there are no known assets that belong to the government and that we are $135 million in the hole. In his quick fix scheme, Wetherill announced that there will be adjustments to current tax rates and reviewing the country's current tax exemption scheme, a pitch which so far has not sat too well with local taxpayers. For education, Wetherill, through funding from the United Kingdom, announced that new classrooms will be brought in the form of trailers to eradicate the problems of overcrowding at government schools. To tackle immigration concerns, Wetherill initiated the Ministry of Labor and Border Control to boost capacity, efficiency, and better detection of the country's waters. In a recent town hall meeting, Governor Gordon Wetherill assured residents that there are plans to address the country's problems. However, on the streets, residents seem less concerned with the governor's transparency, accountability, and responsibility laws, which he has been mandated to set in place, and more concerned with the current spike in unemployment and job placement in the country.
I don't really think nothing much about the government because ain't nothing being done for the people. So there isn't any government. There's a person in place that's saying he's in control, but there's no government because it ain't no government for the Turks and Caicos people, which is the Turks and Caicos Islanders. It's a government for beholders, work permit beholders, and those kind of people. The people who are stable and normally Turks and Caicos Islanders, they're sitting down on the trees, they're in front of mics, some of them homeless, some of them can't find food to eat, but who is to complain to? There's no place here for you. So what do? Before getting in problems, I sit here under the street and hope somebody will know of my talents and put me back to use, because I'm to no use here. I'm of no use here sitting down.
The governor hasn't been doing nothing to help us as Turks and Caicos Islanders. The only thing he's doing is keeping us down. We were doing better under our own government.
Why do you say so?
Because unemployment rate has rise up. Crime rate went up, as we can see and we know. Tax went up.
You have nowhere to even get
we as natives need work. Look how many young men around here is unemployed. It's a shame. He came here to make a difference, and it ain't happening. All the foreign man in this country is working. We as natives ain't working. We need work.
They're saying that, oh, it's going to get better. In which way it's going to get better when they just commit to put to the test 4 or 5 different tax, more tax to you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be taxed for simple little things now, and you ain't making the money, the taxes is going to take up the money before you even buy a plate of food. You'll be going to work making $245, and by the time you finish paying food tax, water tax, this tax, that tax, you got what? $25 left, just from paying taxes. You see what I'm saying? This ain't no time to add on no taxes. Taxes, this time to be decreasing.
Governor Gordon Wetherill inherited complete leadership of the Turks and Caicos Islands on August 14th after the Order in Council was initiated, suspending all forms of ministerial government and the House of Assembly for a period of 2 years. Some residents have praised him in open letters, commentaries on the internet, and television broadcasts, while others have asked for his resignation. The general consensus shows that most residents approved his current education policies, although they say adding classrooms won't be enough enough, but building more classes and cutting down on the amount of expatriate children that are allowed to attend government institutions should be the way forward. Residents were undecided when it came to the governor's approach to immigration, stating that inconsistencies in the work permit policy and illegal immigration are rampant. And there were more issues and some who were infuriated about his tax policies, stating that this is not the time or the place. For WIV4 News, I'm Angie Toussaint.